Greetings, friends. I'm AK.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Chainsaw Girls. On today's episode, I'm so excited to cover this movie. Oh my God. We are covering, I almost said 1922.
Wow.
We are covering 2022's Deadstream.
It is a Shudder original. I am obsessed with this movie. Every time I watch it, I find something new.
Dude, I remember when I first saw it, I was like losing my mind over it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so clever. It's an independent film. It was written, directed, edited by Joseph Winter and Vanessa Winter. And Joseph Winter plays our lead, Sean.
Yes. I also didn't check my teeth before we started streaming if I have lipstick on my teeth.
Oh, no, you look fantastic.
Great.
Not at all.
All right.
You look great. Couple of important people to mention as well. Melanie Stone plays Chrissy. She's one of our main characters here, / Mildred. She was one of the producers. Jared Cook was also a producer, the DP, visual effects, and he did every single one of the comments that we're going to see in the film.
This is one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. As a Twitch streamer, this movie spoke to me on another level.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I cannot wait to dive into it. This had a very, very ultra low budget. I couldn't find the exact amount, but it was self-funded.
Oh, yeah.
Super, super independent film. And it was an all hands on deck kind of project.
Yeah.
It did gross about 1 to 1.1 million. That's
Okay.
the estimate I could find.
Okay.
And a couple of other little things. The special effects makeup artist was Michaela Kester, and the creature maker was Troy Larson.
Oh, the creatures are so good.
Dude, and they had such a low budget, and to create such cool, scary creatures and have all those effects, they did such a freaking awesome job.
I was so excited when we do eventually get to see what they look like a little closer. I didn't know if we were going to get that in this film, and we do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Some of the jump scares, they're close-ups of these creatures.
Yeah.
They're great.
Also, before we jump into the movie, I almost forgot to mention the shirt that I'm wearing. Okay, we just did a little bonus episode for Patreon where we opened Christmas gifts in May.
Yes.
Probably June by the time you're seeing this. We haven't seen each other in 2026 until recently. So I am wearing one of my gifts from Laura. I don't know if you can see it with my laptop in the way. A fucking Pin shirt. The movie Pin. We covered this movie, 1988's Pin.
Yes.
Batshit fucking crazy.
Dude.
I cannot believe, because you didn't order this online. You found this in the wild.
Oh, I found it in the wild, and I lost my mind when I saw it. I was like,
and so did I.
Dude, I was at a convention, and I saw it from across where I was standing, and I was like, oh my God, AK.
I'm obsessed. What does it say? I can't even read it now.
Oh, it says, brother, sister, murder, sin, now the terror will begin. And for those that don't know and are not watching YouTube, I just dropped my laptop on the floor, and I'm going to make sure it's not broken.
BRB.
Shall I read IMDb?
Please do.
Heck yeah. A disgraced internet personality attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house. But when he accidentally upsets a vengeful spirit, his big comeback event becomes a real-time fight for his life.
Indeed, it does. That's one aspect of this movie I do forget. Every time I go to watch it again, I forget he is very disgraced. That is a whole motivation in him doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because he was like demonetized. And as the film goes on, we're going to find out that our character Sean here might not be the greatest guy on the planet.
He's flawed.
Flawed is a good way to describe it.
But also, I'm obsessed with his whole, just everything about his presence, and not just the character, but the actor as well. He's so funny.
Oh,
this movie is so good.
It's so good. It's so funny. Like the humor in it is fantastic, but it also meshes so well with the horror. Like it's actually scary. Some of those jump scares, I actually was startled by.
Yeah, same.
No, they're really good. And because this was such a low budget film, like it makes me love it even more. We always talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I read a couple of interviews with Joseph, Vanessa, and Melanie, and one of them was an AMA on Reddit, and they had proof. So I always make sure of that before obviously relaying. But they talk a lot about filming, which I will go into a little bit, but I think I'll save a lot of it for extended because there's quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
However, just knowing this was done on such a low budget, all hands on deck, and it came out it's so good.
It feels like a hidden gem.
It does feel like a hidden gem. Yes, absolutely. And just like a couple of little things before we get going on it. Joseph explains in this AMA that some of their inspo for the film was Evil Dead 2, which you can really,
Oh, yeah.
really feel the influence of. Also, Blair Witch.
Hmm.
Described it as like when I think when they were talking about it initially, they were kind of describing it to people as a Blair Witch meets Evil Dead 2, which is bang on.
Yeah.
He also cites House 1 and 2 as more inspo for the film, which makes complete sense if you've seen those movies. They're batshit crazy.
I think you told me about those movies. I've never seen them.
They're bananas.
Okay.
Like-
Like Spooky's Bananas?
No.
Okay.
There's like a PTSD element to it. So there is like a heaviness a little bit to
shit.
the House films, but there's also a lot of goofy, crazy creatures and shit running around.
I think, okay, I do remember you telling me that. Yeah.
So, and you can totally, once you watch them, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
And then they also talked about like the film style. I mean, they filmed this whole thing on GoPros and a DJI Osmo Pocket, and those are both vlogging cameras.
Yeah.
And they used several of them.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph was filming himself the whole time, so that's like legit. He's got the GoPro on. He's got all this equipment. It apparently was quite uncomfortable.
And it looked very heavy. And especially if it was like an IRL stream setup,
Dude.
depending on what he actually had in that backpack.
Right, exactly. And it was challenging because obviously they were using GoPros. But one thing that I thought was really interesting that I wanted to talk about right away before we jump in is when you watch movies like this, I think because they're found footage, I think it's like it almost doesn't look as challenging because it's all like handhelds, right? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you might not think that it would require so much work
Right.
when these are like you're using GoPros. No. Like the amount of rehearsals they had to do. Surprisingly, some of the scenes that you don't think are complicated ended up being the hardest. Like, for example, Sean, our character Sean, getting to the house.
Okay. When he's outside the house?
When he's outside the house and he's talking until he gets to the front door.
Yeah.
Like logistically, that was one of the hardest things that they shot the whole film.
Really?
Yes, dude, it was very, very challenging. And they did a whole walkthrough of the entire film during the day as a rehearsal. They called it Daystream.
Uh-huh.
And they fully did that so that they could see what was working, what wasn't working. Because when it comes to actually filming it, you know, they have to know like the blocking and stuff to the point, because it's all found footage. They had to figure out how do we film this so that we can edit it all and it's smooth and it makes sense.
Right.
And Joseph was talking about how we found it very difficult at times, challenging, I guess, to be both the director, the cameraman, and acting.
Yeah.
So like he would have these like takes that were great, but they couldn't use them because, you know, maybe his positioning was wrong. And so you were catching some of this or that, or like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? Because you get so into it, you're holding the camera and now you're acting and you're animated. So what if now you missed your mark or you moved this or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always wonder that about people who direct and are acting in the film. I don't fully comprehend how that works. I imagine it's like for us, I liken it to a promoter being on their own wrestling show.
Oh, a hundo. Yes. Yeah.
You're
right?
promoting the show, you're running the show, and you're on the show. You have to also go through your match. That's crazy.
That's a lot. And it takes somebody that's very skilled to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have lots of stuff that we'll kind of go in as we go along, but I just thought like right off the hop, one of the reasons I love this film so much is it's low budget, but it's so good. And it's so clear that this was like a passion project and everyone involved was like all hands on deck and it ended up being fucking awesome.
And we love a passion project. Honestly, this movie inspired me, especially finding out so much more about behind the scenes and how it was done.
Me too.
I feel so inspired.
No, dude, I'm exactly the same. Shall we hop right into it?
Let's do it.
Okie dokie.
So when we open up, we are introduced right away to Sean's YouTube show and also Livid, which is the streaming platform that's made for this movie.
So kind of like Twitch.
Yes.
Would be like a Twitch, right?
Yep.
Or a YouTube Live, something like that.
Yep. And so he is streaming on both. This is the Wrath of Sean show, okay? He says that he's the world's biggest wuss and he's facing all of his fears one dumbass challenge at a time. And we get this compilation as he's telling the story of all these crazy things he's doing on YouTube. He's getting smuggled across the border. He's antagonizing and then running from cops.
Oh, one of the cops is Jared Cook, the DP. The guy that did all of the comments. He's one of the cops.
Yes. There's some controversy going on, and we're going to learn more and more as the movie goes on. But we learn that he got suspended from YouTube and Livid. He gets sued. He's demonetized, and then he issues an apology and gets monetized again.
Yes, and, like, his background, it's very talking head YouTuber, like, there's, like there's, like, cardboard no, they're not even cardboard, they're, like, paper cutouts of ghosts.
Yeah.
He's wearing, like, a jack-o'-lantern, like, pajama set.
Yeah.
He just has he does the content creator YouTube douchebag persona
Right.
on point.
Yes.
Mhm.
And when he talks about being monetized again, he's like, but I don't even care about this stuff. And then as he's saying that, all of his merch links are popping up. Like he's doing it on purpose, right?
For sure, yeah.
But there's one fear he hasn't faced. He is mortally terrified of ghosts.
Oh boy, Ghost Dad really messed him up as a kid. And you know what's so funny? That movie actually traumatized me as well. I am to this day terrified of bridges because of that movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Really?
Yes.
I think I saw it about 100 times as a kid.
When he showed the cover of Ghost Dad, I laughed out loud. Something about because I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times, dude. And like honestly, him die, it's not even that scary. But like in my, child brain, I was like, oh my God.
It looked like a made up movie that they made for this movie.
No, definitely
me.
real. Definitely real. And you know what else combined with that was Beetlejuice when they go over the bridge in Beetlejuice. Those two movies back to back, man, they just messed my brain up with bridges.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. I'm surprised that didn't mess me up because I definitely saw Beetlejuice as a kid.
Right? Yeah.
Anywho, he was raised in a religious household. Okay, we feel that. He has the Catholic guilt, okay? And he's going to spend one night alone in a haunted house. He talks about how his mom packed him a little kit. He has holy water, a crucifix, salt, garlic, and a silver dagger.
Oh my God. The freaking rabbit hole I went down on silver and how it's connected to the moon. I'll talk about it in the extended, but long story long, silver is connected to the moon.
Hell yeah. I already wrote it down in the notes, so we are going to talk about it in the extended. So he has to complete this challenge or his sponsors are not going to pay him. That's a very huge point as well.
Oh, his mom also made him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
Uh-huh.
and left him a little cute note. Sean has one rule about this experience in the haunted house, okay? If something scary happens, he has to go check it out. And if he doesn't hold up his end of the bargain, he will not get paid.
Right.
He will not make any money from this. So his audience has to hold him accountable. He's also going live on October 20th, and he's very much pitching this as his comeback.
Right.
This is a rebrand. This is like a big, exciting, turnaround for him, right?
Right.
And also, can I point out when it's his, like at the end of YouTube videos, you know how you have like suggested content?
Yeah.
The next video is titled Spuds to My Nuds, and it shows someone holding a potato gun pointed at a target, taped to his crotch. They start shooting at him. It looks ridiculous. Then he runs out with also a potato gun, and he's wearing like diapers and shit. Is it diapers? Is that what he's wearing?
I don't remember.
Or maybe it's just underwear. I can't remember, but it's just all very obnoxious, and it's like that annoying YouTube prank shit.
Ugh.
And at the end of it, he tells people to smash that like button and subscribe. It's so YouTube douchey.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe as we're on YouTube right now.
Like and I know, right? No, for sure. And just really quickly, the inspo for the Sean character. I mean, it was inspired by a lot of obviously streamers and things like that. But PewDiePie, who is a very famous content creator. He had 110 million subscribers. I don't know if they still do. I'm not sure. They stream video games, things like that. I don't know this. I've never even heard of this streamer.
I know who it is.
Okay. So between like 2017 and 2018, I guess like there was a lot of controversy. This person did a lot of fucked up things, received a whole bunch of backlash, was inauthentic about apologies, things like that. So they did get a lot of inspo from that.
Yeah.
But they also kept evolving and changing the character in real time as things were happening in real life.
Okay.
And then we're sort of using that inspo into the character. So I think this PewDiePie had part of it, but obviously, how many content creators have you seen, mess up and have these inauthentic apologies where they're crying and there's music playing and it's all heavily edited? That's the vibe.
And then they throw a merch link in their apology.
Hundo, exactly.
I don't know if that's actually happened, but that's just what I imagine. So, oh my gosh, the YouTube prank. The way that YouTube pranks evolved over time just drives me insane.
I can't.
No, because like it got to the point, and I feel like Sean's character plays on this a lot. I mean, that's a huge part of his controversy. We're going to find out is a lot of times it's not actually a prank. Like you would play a prank on your friend. It's like they're antagonizing people and then causing fights, right?
Dude, that's literally, I can't stand like prank TikTokers and stuff. I
Even
find
now,
it,
yeah, on Instagram and TikTok, it'll be like, and I think a lot of it is staged. I think we are aware of that.
Sure.
But you know, if someone's like walking up to someone and they like touch their, I don't know, let's say a man is passing a couple and he grabs a girl's hand just to antagonize the boyfriend
Oh,
to
I've
see
seen
what he will
this.
do. I'm like, that's not really a prank.
No, that's
That's
just,
you trying to get punched.
yeah, it's stupid. It's
yeah.
it's attention seeking content, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we cut to a computer screen, and this is the streaming platform. What was the name of it again?
Livid.
Livid. Okay. We're gonna see some words on the screen. In October of 2022, a beloved internet personality disappeared in a house near Payson, Utah, while broadcasting a live event. A year later, this footage was found. The camera pans out, and it's just Sean holding a new T-shirt that is available in his merch store. I thought this was so clever.
Yes, it's very Blair Witch.
Yes, exactly.
Well, minus the T-shirt part.
Minus the T-shirt, yeah. But he goes on to sort of shill his stuff for a few moments, and then he opens the show.
Oh yeah, he also curated his playlist that he's going to be playing on a cassette player, his spooky playlist on iTunes. Listen, I am all for a shameless plug, okay? I mentioned my Twitch already, the Allison K. Go follow me. But
Love it.
I had to have my Sean moment. But he does it like he's hitting every single mark.
Oh, yeah.
For go click on my links, right?
A hundo, yes.
I love it.
No, I love it too.
So now, yes, he's outside the mansion and he's calling this Death Manor.
Mm-hmm.
He has a GoPro on his head. He has a selfie cam on a harness, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like he has one in front of him?
Mm-hmm. It's like a selfie cam, yeah.
He has a giant streaming backpack on which would be holding all of his streaming equipment in this case for an IRL stream. I need this IRL stream set up.
The way he does it?
Yes, like he has the streaming backpack, which would be that's how he gets Wi-Fi in this like middle of nowhere area.
Yeah.
Which in real life would be probably heavy and uncomfortable. But IRL
I guess it
streams,
was though. I guess it was very uncomfortable in real life.
IRL streams are a point of contention for me. Like whenever I'm streaming outside of my house.
Oh, it's impossible.
And the Wi-Fi.
Didn't we do it with TNA once?
Yeah, we
Many
did.
years ago?
In New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah. We had a backpack with all the stuff in it.
He had a backpack. I don't have a backpack. I don't have a streaming backpack. I try to stream like whatever. I'm not going to get into it, but it drives me insane. You already know technology.
Oh.
We will.
Oh.
I have to try not to set things on fire like every time. And I think it comes down to I probably just need to drop a lot of money for a streaming backpack.
No, I understand. I mean, you saw me almost have a complete meltdown over the lights yesterday. So me and technology are not friends.
But we're getting through it. And I think you did a great fucking job with these lights.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
So, back to the movie.
So he's documenting everything. He also has a little smartwatch on too. I don't know if he uses that, but it's there. He's documenting everything. He's trying to get multiple camera angles. And then he disconnects some spark plugs from his car and tosses them into the woods because he knows himself and he wants to remove the temptation of taking off into the night, which I understand he wants to remove the temptation. I would never in a million years throw away spark plugs. However, he is a YouTuber and he wants views.
You're going to do shit for the plot.
Yeah.
Your chat is going to antagonize you, encourage you, and you're going to do things for the sake of entertainment. But that stressed me out when he threw them into the woods.
Oh, me too. At first I was like, when I first saw the movie, I was thinking to myself, like, I thought he threw the keys away. I didn't realize there were spark plugs.
Yeah.
Spark plugs is even worse.
Yeah. Either way, don't do that.
Crazy.
So he starts telling the story of Death Manor. He says that it was built in 1880 by a wealthy pioneer for his daughter, Mildred. And then his daughter, Mildred, eventually committed suicide in this house, is what is believed.
Right. Yeah. And also, like, she was a bit of a social outcast. She was a poet. And going back to Sean being a bit of a douchebag, the way he describes her, like, he's like, I don't know, maybe he built this house for her so she would get married. Like, he's just, he kind of paints Mildred right off the hop. Like, she's like,
yeah, like no one wanted her.
like a loser. Yeah.
And then he mentions that years ago they found a body outside the manor, face completely eaten by rats.
Ew.
He ends up getting jump scared by some shadows at this point.
Yeah.
The jump scares, like, they're not jump scares for us, but well, maybe, I guess, because he screams and it might scare you, but
Yeah.
he gets scared so much. He really is a chicken shit. And it's so funny.
It is really, really funny. And I love that, like, it's so over the top too.
Yeah.
Like
the way he screams.
Yeah, the
is
way
so
he does.
funny.
It's so good. Yeah.
So now Sean starts setting up infrared cameras outside the house and they're connected to his tablet. So the whole time he has this tablet where he's watching his stream, reading the comments.
Yes. And so Jared, who is our DP, Jared Cook, he made that tablet. Like he set that whole tablet up with all the videos, the interviews, everything that is all Jared.
Yeah.
And it's such an integral part of the film.
My
Huge,
favorite.
huge. Thousands of comments.
So now Sean is going to pry boards off of the door, the main door. He ends up breaking in. This building is very old. It's very abandoned, boarded up. He's immediately freaked out by spiders, starts screaming because of the spiders and like spraying them with something.
Yeah, yeah.
Inside, the place is covered with graffiti. He padlocks the door shut and then takes the key and shoves it down a vent to once again protect him from himself. Once again, stressing me the fuck out.
Yeah, couldn't be me, man.
No, but I get it. You do it because now chat is invested. I get it.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, this is his comeback, man. I understand. He's a showman.
Yeah. He continues telling the story of Mildred and he keeps getting jump scared in the process. He ends up finding a room that looks like it's covered in blood, but he's like, no, it's just paint. It's just paint. It's just paint. Now I think I know what it is, but we'll find out in the end.
Yeah. There's like graffiti on the walls. And apparently this house, couple things about the house, the manor. So the house was built in the 1880s. It was abandoned in 1940s. They did dress it up a little bit, but a lot of the house looked exactly the way that it does. There was a lot of graffiti. The house was very dilapidated, and it was also haunted. A lot of the crew, including Jared, talk about the house actually being haunted.
Oh, you're talking about real life.
Oh, I'm talking about real life.
It was
yeah.
really built in 1880?
Yeah, it's an old house. Yeah, it was born in the
shit.
1800s.
Okay.
Yes, and apparently is haunted. The crew and the locals talked about it being haunted, and Jared even said that he was convinced that the house was haunted. Yes, and they found the house through social media. I guess Joseph put a thing saying, we need a location," and somebody suggested the house, and it wasn't too far from where they live, and it all worked out. But actually haunted. So
That's amazing.
oh, and it's in Payson, Utah.
Okay, so his shirt also was accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So he gets really scared. He says shit at one point and he's like, "Don't demonetize me, livid." And then so throughout the movie, he keeps anytime he swears, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a strike. That's one strike."
Yeah.
So he checks comments and it's so true to streaming here. It is so funny. I didn't catch what they said right here, but I did write some of them throughout my notes.
Excellent. I love it.
So he finds a pile of used needles on the ground. There's a giant cleaver on the wall. And then he says, "Tonight we're going to be monitoring 3 rooms, all of which have documented paranormal activity." That would freak me the fuck out if that house was really haunted and we had to film in it.
Oh, dude, I don't think I would do that.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Apparently there were 11 deaths in the house until it was boarded up in 1956. This is what he goes on to tell us.
Oh, you're talking about the movie now. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? We have to differentiate.
I guess the house also smells real bad. I love when characters describe things like that. Like when they're like, "Ew, it stinks." I'm like, "It looks like it smells."
Yeah, we can see that. So first up, the master bedroom. There are flies buzzing around, so already I'm mad. You know how I feel about flies.
I know. Yes.
Oh, if you're not on our Patreon, on the extended for, what was it, American Horror Story episode 3, I tell a fly story.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I told Laura for the first time on the while we were recording.
I was thinking about it last night before I went to bed.
Anyway, okay. He duct tapes a GoPro in the corner of the room. And this room has accounts of a ghost called Corner Man.
Corner Man. He also says that you can do anything with duct tape and you should always have duct tape because it can save your ass in any situation. I'm paraphrasing, but oh boy, is he right.
He uses duct tape for everything.
Everything.
He has like a roll of it like on his belt, basically like a tool belt.
Yep. So Corner Man, Sean kind of gives us a little bit of lore here. Max Lowland was a dude. He lived in the house around 1910. He wrote about a reoccurring dream he had while he was sleeping in the master bedroom, where he could see a tall man in his room at night, and every night the man would whisper, "The pond water is still." Ew. He says he could never see his face, but he knows that the man is watching him. And I don't know why, but I completely understand what he means when he says, "I can't see the guy's face, but I know that he's watching me."
Oh yeah,
That
it's that
feeling?
dream element of, okay, this is what happened in my dream. It was the school, but actually it was my house.
Yeah.
You just know what it is.
You just know, exactly. So a year later, Max died in his sleep in that very room, in that nasty ass bed. And in 1995, a team of paranormal investigators took a photo in the room, and you can see the ghost in the photo.
in a corner.
It's very creepy. And it's funny too, because as he's describing this, he's holding up his tablet and he's going like, it's in this spot. And he like lifts up the tablet and then brings it down. And I'm assuming he's trying to see if he's going to see any ghosts or anything, right?
Right.
Then he hears a huge thud and runs.
Yeah. He gets scared. He runs out. He starts answering more comments. One of them says, "Please help the spirits of this house be put to rest." And he's like, "Hell no. What do I look like? Like, I'm not qualified to do that."
Yes.
He starts playing his creepy ass soundtrack and continues the story of Mildred, how the dad may have built this house to help Mildred attract a husband because no one wanted her.
Mm-hmm.
He goes up to the second floor here, which is allegedly way more haunted.
Mm-hmm.
He calls it the paranormal G spot of the house. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
And then he goes into the nursery.
Yes. It's also important to note that Mildred hung herself up at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. He talks about how 2 babies and 3 kids died in the nursery, and he shows ghost evidence from 1998 while he sets up the cameras. I was like, wow, his setup is really good. He's running this by himself. He can switch to a video while he's setting up these cameras. So it's a little girl named Jessica in that room saying, "They told me it's not my room." And whoever is talking to her is like, "Who are you talking about?" And she points off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes to the bathroom where the last death he could find happened in that bathtub in 1955. It is filled with black, disgusting
Oh,
water, like
it's
slime probably.
really, really nasty. Yeah.
He pretends like he's going to touch it. And I'm like, "Do not do that." And he is just fucking with everyone. He's like, "Just kidding. Are you kidding? I was not going to do that." He plays a video from some paranormal investigators from that room. And you can hear a faint voice in the back say, "Mama," and "pond water."
Yikes.
Hell no.
No.
All throughout this movie, I'm just like, hell no.
Hell no.
Everything, hell no.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you I stayed in a haunted hotel in Syracuse?
Okay, you mentioned that it was haunted, and
Yeah.
I think you said someone had requested to stay in a specifically haunted room.
Mm-hmm.
But did anything happen?
I can tell you stuff off air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, but yeah, it was haunted for sure.
Some of the comments here are like, "Okay, that's a stretch," and start making fun of his acne scars, which is just so true to, like, I don't know, random trolls on any streaming platform.
So true.
He continues on with his creepy soundtrack that he's playing, and he's talking about how Mildred was sad and lonely and wrote pathetic poems.
He like shits all over her, man.
Yeah.
No wonder she doesn't like him.
But he says she did eventually find love. He starts setting up a hallway cam in that second floor. But he does say that Mildred eventually did find love. He starts setting up a hallway cam on that second floor and says that Mildred and this dude Lars did fall in love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess they sent each other like love letters and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that.
She probably wrote poems for him.
It's so sweet. I think it's sweet, and
It
it's
is
very non-existent now.
And Sean is just shitting all over it.
Yeah, Sean is shitting all over it. So he doesn't really say too much about that, but I mean, she found love in Lars, I guess.
Yeah. So now Sean's going to go into what he's calling the safe room because it's a room that has never had reports of paranormal activity.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls it like his headquarters. He ends up screaming because he sees a closet. So it's so funny because he just screams and we don't know what he's looking at. And then it pans over and he's like, "A closet."
I kind of feel like he plays that up though, right?
probably is.
Like he's kind of at first, I don't even think he thinks it's haunted at first. I think he's just playing everything up for the cameras.
I think so too.
Right? And then because you really do see him get scared eventually.
Yeah. Like who knows if he's even really a wuss or if he is just playing it up. Because I will tell you, live streaming chats, they love jump scaring you. They love fucking with you.
Okay.
I did a 24-hour stream one time. I actually loved it. I not to toot my own horn, okay, but I think toot. I think I did schedule it or structure it in a way that helped me just get through it easily. And of course, like the chat really did help me. But I did 3 a.m. ghost stories. And the chat fucking jump scared me with the sound alert. And it worked.
Oh,
It scared the fuck out of me.
That's fun. I love that.
It is a little fun. But also, it fucking scared me. Anyway, sometimes lately I've been getting jump scared with like the fart sound on my stream, which is not supposed to be a jump scare, but it's so loud it actually scares me sometimes.
Fart sound. I love the word fart.
Which sounds very like it would be in this movie. That sounds like a douchebag
Oh,
YouTube streamer
100%.
thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, am I a douchebag streamer?
No, not even a little bit.
Okay, anyway, I'm not doing pranks, okay?
Not at all.
So he screams and he goes, "Ghosts love closets,"
I mean,
and runs over to
I
it.
keep mine closed every night. I will not sleep with my closet door open.
Oh, I would never.
Not a chance.
That would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't want something staring at me from the darkness.
No closets open and no mirrors at the foot of your bed.
Oh,
That freaks me out
I have
too.
one at the foot of my
Shut
bed.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I'm not going to have another witching hour moment.
No, don't
I'm not telling
traumatize
you
me
shit.
again. Don't.
I'm just going to say, move it.
No, it's in a good spot.
Okay. Anyway, I already said that. He screams when he sees the closet. He checks the closet. It's clear, except
Oh.
there's an old piece of, I don't know, is
Oh.
it wood? Is it paper?
I would call it a totem.
So it's like an old piece of, it almost looks like a piece of board, like thin board. And it's drawn on with something that's like brownish. Could be blood, I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like, well, it gives it away. While I was writing my notes live, I'm like, oh, it looks like a hamsa. It is a hamsa.
Okay, I called it a totem.
So it
but
looks
yeah.
like a hand, but
Yeah.
like a very, I guess like a, not like a,
It's almost like a palm.
it's like a hand. Yeah, a hand with an eye in the middle.
Right. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
eye. Yes. Oh,
AKA
I'm wearing an eye.
I was about to say, AKA the evil eye.
The evil eye. I have it on my finger.
Which ironically is not evil. It protects you from evil.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, me and my girlfriend Ro bought each other them. Protection.
So one of the comments here is like, bored, unsubbed. And this next comment,
Just leave.
you don't have to announce your departure.
Just go.
This next comment, I feel like hit close to home. This is lagging. Please fix.
This is why I stopped Twitch streaming. I stopped because I could not take the technology. It was sending me into orbit.
The lag itself was frustrating me, but when all the comments are like, it's lagging, it's lagging, it's lagging, I appreciate that you're trying to help me. But I'm
you're
sweating.
like, I know it's lagging. I know.
And I'm sweating because I'm so frustrated that it is lagging. When I got my internet fixed, okay, you know what I had to do? I had to spend the money. That's what you don't want to have to do.
I know.
It's more expensive to get a better internet.
Dude, I did the same thing. I upgraded mine.
But the quality of life that it gave me
was
worth it.
Dude, it's game changing.
When we were lagging, when we were streaming remote, when we were recording this remote, I'm not even gonna get into it. Anyway,
it was bad. Any hoogly
one of the comments is like, please, for the love of God, tell us what happened to Mildred.
Which I actually understand because you just want to hear the story.
Yeah, like get on with it already. We want to know.
Yeah.
And they're invested.
And they're pushing him to provoke the spirits too.
Yes.
Like the comments are really pushing him to like do stuff, and he pulls out a wheel of stupid things.
Yes.
It's a great gimmick because you do something like this?
I do.
Yeah, like I thought it was so on point in terms of like that's what streamers and content creators do.
Yeah, mine is digital, but he has a physical little board that he has. They make those with like a dry erase board.
It's cute.
It is really cute.
Yeah.
So he spins the wheel and it lands on, it's basically like scary shit for him to do.
Yeah.
It lands on seance. I would fucking never do that on my wheel. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. Yeah, I know you wouldn't. I probably would.
I know you would. So Mildred and Lars, he's telling the story now, are set to be married, but something happened to Lars and he died. And then Mildred hung herself in that hallway the next day.
That is, girl.
That is so Romeo and Juliet.
But also it's, girl, listen, Lars wasn't that great. I promise. You didn't have to do that.
We know he was writing you letters, and that's already like so above and beyond what someone would do today.
Okay, but also he probably learned how to write those letters based off your poetry. Like he was probably recycling your poetry, babe.
And you didn't realize it.
You didn't realize it because you were like, what is it? Rose-colored glasses when when your head's in the clouds.
He was just mimicking what he knew you wanted to hear to get in your pants.
He's so tall, and not only that, he can write full sentences.
Did he even say that he was tall? You're just adding that. He was tall and he could write. Oh my gosh, like A+, getting married.
Girl. Okay.
You know what though? I'm sure the options were even more limited back then.
No, can you imagine? At least he was courting her. That's something. He wasn't ghosting her left and right. Well, he did die, so I guess he
ghost her. He did ghost her in the worst way, actually. So he says that Mildred is collecting souls to create the family she could never have in real life.
Why? Okay, maybe she didn't want to have a family. Maybe she was totally content just shacking up with Lars and hanging out in their manor. Why did she have to have a family? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not that sad. She was a creative.
She was very creative. But here, he's thinking that because of all the souls that are allegedly trapped and because of all the kids dying in that nursery, he's thinking, well, she's trying to take babies into the afterlife for herself.
That makes sense.
I can see that logic.
Sure.
So he goes into the nursery. There's a crib in there, and there's also a small bed off on the side. He goes to look under the bed, which already I was scared because we're seeing like his POV cam on his head. He finds a creepy ass little clown doll, which I just wrote, hell no, again. It reminds me so much of Shotzi's little clown doll. Did you see her little clown?
Mm-mm.
It's allegedly haunted for real, and his name
Ooh.
is Pinch. It kind
Ooh.
of looks like this clown a little bit.
Ooh.
It scares me.
Yeah, it's like an old-timey, creepy-looking thing.
Clown, like almost like a clown, like a jester clown.
Yeah, and of course, immediately he's like, "Ooh, I can sell this on eBay."
He asked the chat to go look up the going rate on eBay.
Okay,
Someone is like, I'm sorry, it's only like $30.
Which sucks, but like it's so funny because like you and I talk about whatnot all the time. Like total, like I wouldn't do that with this creepy old clown.
Right.
But like digging through my stuff, someday I'll find something and be like, "Oh, yo, this could be on what I could
Oh,
put this on whatnot."
This happened to me recently. I was going through old photos at my mom's house.
Yeah.
And in a bin, she had in the package, to me, this was so cool.
Yeah.
But it's not that cool, I guess. It was in the package. She had plates, Little Mermaid plates and napkins, like still wrapped up from one of my birthday parties in the 90s.
Why wouldn't that be cool? I think that is
No, it's
so
super cool. But I
cool.
was like, is this worth something? And I looked it up. It's like $20 maybe.
Oh.
I mean, that's a lot for a thing of paper plates, but I'm not gonna sell them.
No, that's like nostalgic.
Yeah.
That's different. Like I wouldn't sell anything in this room, and
Yeah.
you know, I would never.
You would get a lot of money for the stuff in this room. I will just tell you.
But I love it all. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he says a little rhyme here to summon a spirit using the doll, like using an actual object from the spirit. He's touching it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little sarcastic, and he's also getting like too cocky here.
Oh, big time.
Then there's this huge thud. He screams, runs, and hides at this point.
I actually jumped at this.
Yeah.
It was a good jump scare. The house is creaking. It's just very creepy, you know? But Sean tells the audience that he felt something, and then he starts pretending to choke.
Yeah, like he's almost getting possessed.
Yeah, like convulsing and shit. And then he starts yapping. He's always yapping. He pulls out a pail for pee, essentially, so that he can go to the bathroom. So he's got a bucket in his safe room.
Yeah, piss bucket.
Or piss bucket. Yeah, and then he just starts taking a pee.
I will say one time, I'm sorry I keep talking about myself, but one time on my Twitch, I tried to jump scare my chat because there was a documentary crew that was filming a documentary that Marty and I are in that hopefully will come out eventually. And I had them hide while I started my stream because they were there on a day I was going to stream.
Yeah.
So I had them hide in the room and like outside in the hallway. And then randomly, as I'm talking, they just walk in the room. And I acted like I was scared.
Did it work?
Someone did say, they were like, I was legit like pissing myself. Like I didn't know how to call 911 for you, which is something you have to consider. We'll see that happen here actually.
Yeah.
Yikes. I had to get them back for scaring me. Anyway.
I love it.
So he is pissing in a can, in a bucket. He's not paying attention to the comments, but we see the comments in the chat.
Yeah, his eyes are closed and he's kind of humming.
Yeah, and everyone is like, get out of the house. Check out the video. Corner Man is real. Look at this video. And they're posting links into the chat of videos. He finally sees what's going on. He's like, wait, what? He opens it and we see what looks like, it's a still photo and it looks like a cloudy like apparition, right? And he's like, okay, I'm not falling for this. This is just shitty Photoshop. So he pulls up that part of the video by the timestamp, and that cloudy apparition is really moving through the frame, and it looks like a human. And now he's fucking scared shitless. So now he's hiding under a sheet, which also would scare me. When people hide under the covers, I know that's kids do that all the time, right? I've never hid under the covers. I have to be able to see what's happening.
When I was a little kid, I hid under the covers. Now I'm like, no, we need to evacuate.
Evacuate.
Like that,
you know
like-
what I do? I've always, as a kid and even now sometimes when I'm like creeped out,
Yeah.
I pull the blanket up to my chin.
Oh, yeah.
I have to be able to see, but I think I always wanted to hide my neck like from a vampire.
I understand that. I used to hide my feet. And
yeah.
I don't give a shit now. I'm like,
You
go
just-
on, pull me under. I don't care.
You
I don't care. Like,
you
whatever.
let your feet dangle off the bed?
I would, yeah.
You know
Doesn't
what?
bother me.
As I get older and as shit just happens in the world,
Dude, it's
I
almost,
I start to care less and
I
less.
just don't give a shit.
You know what? You want to suck me under the bed?
Okay. You know, if
I'm-
that's
I'm-
my fate. That's what the universe is calling for. All right. Well,
Yeah, it's kind of a silver lining of
surrendering.
yes.
Whenever especially when I get angry, if I get
yeah.
angry, any of that stuff, I just surrender. I'm like, okay, there's obviously resistance here. I'm resisting something. I'm just gonna, you know what, take me away.
The silver lining is not being scared anymore. You're like,
100.
fuck it.
It's gonna happen, so I might as well just accept it. Take me
shit.
under.
This is really going left.
So he's very scared, but here are the comments being like, you got to go check it out. Remember, that's the deal. He has to check out anything that scares him, right?
Right. Someone also says he should get a diaper sponsorship because he is a coward.
Oh, I love that. The comments are just top tier. So he goes out of the closet and he grabs his ghost hunting kit first, which I think is funny. And he's gonna head to the hallway because this is where he saw the ghost, right?
Mhm.
So he asks for baby panda photos and cute things to like help give him some like courage
Yeah.
and like help him not be so scared because he's freaking out. He opens the door. And I don't care, man. This is legit scary. Like I was scared.
Yeah.
I would be scared if I was him. It couldn't be me. We hear thudding and a door close and then doors creaking, and then he gasps. And it's all very scary.
There's also, I think, a little giggle,
Oh
which was
God.
even worse to me.
So scary. So he keeps moving towards the door. But now we straight up hear footsteps and the door opens and he runs and screams. Like it's real, right?
Yeah.
This is real. He puts a desk up against the door and he starts shouting and asking what they want from him.
Yeah.
And something starts banging on the door.
Yeah, he's back in his headquarters at this point.
It's escalating, right? Like things
Mhm.
are escalating. Sean is screaming. The door opens up and there's a girl standing there.
I was dying because he put a desk against the door, but the door opens the other way.
It's everything he does, like he's just so like silly,
Yeah.
right? Like tripping over his own feet.
Yeah.
And here we are introduced to, I love her so much.
Me
She's
too.
awesome. Chrissy.
Yes. Not only
Mhm.
is this girl, she's like his age,
She looks totally normal at first.
normal, but
Like-
she is a super fan.
She's a super fan. Which is exactly why I loved the angle because he's a famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities for her to figure out where he is and go there. We know from our own experience how it's very important to not tell people where you are.
That is terrifying.
Always post after you've been somewhere.
Yeah. So
like-
that the streaming aspect makes that a little more difficult, right?
It absolutely does. And I think it makes sense that she found him. So she's dressed pretty modern. I would say to me, she looks like she's dressed from 2014, but she kind of has this like cute little jean jacket on. She actually has a pin on her jean jacket that says dead inside, which I thought was a cute little nod.
Does she have space buns or am I imagining that?
Yep, she's got little like
Okay.
space bun. She has leopard slip-on shoes. She's cute.
Yeah.
Like she's super cute. And she's probably like maybe in her early 20s.
Yeah.
She's super happy to be there. Okay. Like she's super stoked. He tells her she isn't allowed to be there.
Yeah.
Like this
Can
is
you imagine if a fan showed up somewhere you were not expecting them to? That would be so scary.
it would be scary, especially if you were alone.
Yes.
I would be scared. Yes.
Yeah. Continue.
She tells him that she's QuizCat94. That's her username. She's a super, super fan. At first, he's very relieved that she's there, okay? So he gives her like a huge hug out of relief. And then he offers her a drink. She says no. But then he's like, "How did you find me? Like how did you find me here?" But before she can answer him, he cuts her off again,
Mhm.
okay? And like she kind of tells him that she's really good with this sort of thing. So they're kind of having this little back and forth where he's arguing that like she shouldn't be there and she should go, but on the same hand, he wants her to stay because he's scared. But then he realizes, okay, no, this is supposed to be just me. And then she's like, "Hey man, but you've got like over 3 million views right now."
Yeah.
And she's very excited about this. He immediately shits on the idea of them doing it together.
Yeah, but he is so happy about the viewers. He has 3.9 million viewers, which would be insane.
It's a lot of viewers.
Okay, just for reference, like even the top streamers don't get that. So I looked this up because I was curious.
Mhm.
The highest peak viewership ever recorded for a single Twitch stream was way more than this, but it was not normal.
Mhm.
Like it goes from the highest one was 9.3 million, which is
Wow.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
By the streamer Llanos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And just for reference, though, that was like a one-time thing. The Guinness Book of World Records in 2021 has the record for the most concurrent viewers for a Twitch stream, was achieved by Martinez, which was 2.4 million concurrent viewers.
Wow.
So that's the difference between that. So like for the Guinness Book to be 2.4 and he has 3.9 here, like that
Mhm.
would be nuts.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And it's interesting too because I like that he is clearly scared and wants her there, but he also is very selfish and wants her gone. And once he realizes he has over 3 million views and he looks at it and the comments clearly like Chrissy and they're putting her over, and she's very excited about it. Eventually, the way he goes about like allowing her to like hang out with him is done in just like a shitty way.
Uh-huh.
Like it's kind of just like, yeah, fine, you can come if you want. And you can tell it kind of like hurts her feelings a little bit
Yeah.
because he's just being so abrasive towards her.
Yeah. Well, he does a poll for the chat. The chat votes on whether she should stay or leave, which is so fucking funny to me. And so, of course, the chat's like, yeah, let her stay, let her stay. And he tells the sponsors, okay, this was not my doing. Like you saw, she came on her own and she attests, yes, I did this on my own volition.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets her own POV cam strapped to her head now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're getting millions of views, you can afford multiple GoPros. He has so many GoPros.
She's straight up fucking weird though. Like even though she comes across as like a super fan, there's something very uncanny about her mannerisms. Her mannerisms are just a little bit off. Like
She's smiling too much.
she looks like she short circuits every few seconds and dead stares and then smiles.
Yeah. And she also starts acting really weird.
Yes, it's strange.
But
like
at the same time, she also is acting like a super fan.
I was gonna say, it's like you can explain it away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she's just so starstruck by him and
Yeah.
is nervous, you know?
Right, exactly.
So Chrissy wants to go to the master bedroom and he's like, what? You know, she starts kind of directing a little bit. She's like,
Mhm.
isn't that where Cornerman lives? We have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So now Sean has her walking backwards behind him. So he's basically using her camera as eyes on the back of his head.
Oh, completely using her. Even when they go into the hall, he pushes her in front of him.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of is using her as like a shield here.
Yeah. And then she's like, I think this would be more interesting if you acted more excited about this. And he's like, are you fansplaining to me right now? Which would, like, unsolicited advice can be kind of annoying.
Yes.
But she is like trying to now kind of run it, which would be infuriating.
So Chrissy disappears for a second here, right? And then all of a sudden she pops out like staring forward and she she jokes that she was hunting for the ghosts and stuff. But he's like, yo, don't split up.
Yeah.
We're not splitting up. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
And she doesn't exactly agree with him, but she kind of is like, whatever. And then she waltzes right into the master bedroom and goes right to where Corner Man lives.
Yes.
Like without hesitation, right? Then she lets out a scream that then causes him to scream, right? And he calls for her. He goes over to the closet. He finds a hole in the wall. He opens it up and it's a crawl space. There are stairs in the crawl space and Chrissy is like pumped. She immediately is like, let's go. And he's like, I don't think I want to do that. And he's kind of like cutting her off and shit as she wants to go.
Mhm.
But they do end up going and it is like an old cellar.
Yeah, the fact that they just like went down there, Chrissy makes sense, but
Chrissy
I was
does.
like, oh my god. I mean, he has to
He
as
has
well,
to.
though. He does.
Yeah.
He has to.
Mhm.
As he's on his way down the stairs, he says it smells like dead feet.
Ew.
Now, Chrissy finds a giant chest down there. It's not a huge room. Inside, there are some old timey clothes and a little locked box.
Mhm.
And Sean goes, do you think this is some of Mildred's stuff? And he starts putting it like in his pants, like he's gonna save it for later.
Mhm.
He doesn't find a key yet. So she's like, I don't know. She just kind of does like a, like shrugs as she's putting on this big red amulet.
The huge necklace.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he finds a journal and inside it says Mildred Pratt, 1882.
Mhm.
He's like, are we about to uncover the secrets of this house? And then he goes, oh, never mind. They're just poems.
Oh, and she's standing right there too.
He goes, they don't even rhyme. And you can see that Chrissy's face kind of goes flat.
It like she goes, it's a fence, right? Like she's just like, ew.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Like, why are you shitting on these
Oh,
poems?
you don't like my poem? Let's see you write a poem.
Yeah. You don't like these poems? I mean, Mildred's poems. She doesn't say that, but you can just see that it's very quick too. So when
Yeah.
you don't know yet what's going to happen,
Right.
it just looks like she's like, what are you talking about? So they end up finding like a mummified cat or something down there and then
Yeah.
they freak out and run away.
Yes.
Now, Chat actually suggests that they spin the wheel again.
Mm-hmm.
So he lets Chrissy spin the wheel. It lands on the line where it's between Spirit Board and EVP. And he's like, oh, you got to spin again. And she goes, no, Sean, it's not an accident. Something wants us to do both. Very like, I don't know. She's like very enthusiastic.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls his eyes. Like he's like, all right, whatever. So Chrissy is like, we need candles too. And he's like, okay, I don't have candles. I have these lights. He like pops out these lights. And she tells him, I need you to read these poems out loud.
And she's pulled out the spirit board at this point, right? They've got the spirit
Yes,
board.
yeah.
Okay. On the spirit board, the words Klaatu, Verata,
Don't say it. You can say it if you want. It's your house.
It's from Army of Darkness.
Oh, it's from Army of Darkness?
It's a nod to Army of Darkness. Yes.
I am a huge advocate for never reading Latin out loud.
I know.
Unless you speak it. Even then, I don't know. I'm sorry. No offense.
It's a little nod to Army of Darkness. And we were talking earlier about Evil Dead 2, how it had such a huge influence on the film.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I love that. Thought that was a cute little nod.
Yeah, I really love that. But I don't love reading out loud. Even yesterday when we were talking about Exorcist and you mentioned the demon's name, I was like,
Pazuzu?
I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm just going to let it slide. It's fine. But I just don't say those words out loud.
There's a couple more. What is the other one? I won't say it.
It's because of these movies. It's because of Exorcist and like Evil Dead that I won't. But anyway.
I understand. I get it. I get you.
Sean goes, no, they're boring, talking about the poems. And she's like, they're not boring. So Sean calls to the spirits and says, okay, now I'm turning the floor over to Chrissy. She says, how are you, my spiritual children? I don't like that. We hear little noises above, like little scampering on in the upstairs or roof or something. And she goes, I know a chant that always works. And she starts speaking. What language, everyone? What language, chat?
Latin.
Okay. He says, I love this because she's like, repeat after me. She says it in Latin and he says, no, I don't say things I don't understand. I was like, thank you.
Dude, I was so happy he said that. I was like, okay, he's not a complete moron.
But then she gives him some bullshit backstory of, no, it actually means this. It's peaceful. It's going to help, da-da-da. And he's like, all right. He feels pressured a little bit. He's doing it for the chat, right? He's doing it for the plot.
Right.
So he does repeat it. Huge mistake. There's a huge thud and the motion sensors pick up something is happening in the bathroom at this time. So Chrissy, of course, is like, we should go check it out. And he's like, no, we should stay here. We're not done here. But now chat starts egging him on, saying, these are your rules. You have to check out everything. Chrissy's braver than you. You're a coward. Suck it up. This is embarrassing. This is what all the comments are saying. And then Sean says, well, maybe Chrissy should just go check it out alone.
Chrissy tells him here she's sure that he won't be scared anymore, which is terrifying.
Very ominous.
Seems like you know something I don't know, Chrissy.
Yeah, and you can tell she's annoyed. She's like, I guess I'll go check it out by myself. And chat is just roasting Sean at this time. But she does leave. And then Sean hears more noises going on around the house. The planchette. Is it planchette or planchette? It's planchette, right?
I think it's planchette.
I think so too.
Not sure.
It goes off the Ouija board. We don't see it fly off, but he hears it and then he notices it's off the board. Now he gets scared and he starts going to find Chrissy. He goes upstairs and he's using the camera on the tablet to try to look into the bathroom. And he doesn't see her in there. And then she jumps out from around the corner and scares him on purpose. Of course, scaring the shit out of him.
He like crashes out too. And he wants to know where she went because she kind of like disappears. And he's like, where the hell did you go? He accuses her of being here before, like being at the house before and stalking him.
Yeah.
And he tells her straight up, like, you're uninvited to this party. She looks insane here.
Yeah, because he's like, how did you get in this house?
Yes. And she straight up warns him that telling her to leave is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, and neither is his next idea, which was to Google on how to exorcise ghost children.
Dude.
She doesn't like that.
She starts to giggle and she straight up hops on him and starts biting his neck, dude.
This went from, I can't even say 0, maybe like 75 to 100.
So fast. Like, she turned into that monster so quickly. I was like, we knew something was coming.
Right.
But for her to just switch up like that, I was like, oh my God, it was such a great jump scare.
Yes, I was not expecting it to happen there. So she's biting his neck. He ends up grabbing a piece of broken wood off the wall and stabbing her in the neck. She's on the ground now. She is dead, or at least looks dead. He starts freaking out, of course. I killed her. I need the cops.
Oh, he's like whimpering. He is like very freaked out.
Yeah, he tries asking chat to call the police, which is what I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
And now he starts telling him where he is. I'm at this house. It's down the road off of here. So he needs help. And he says, I'm so sorry. This was an accident. And then he shuts his laptop. He goes back into the hallway. Chrissy is gone. There's just blood on the floor.
Boy.
He hears noises. He gets scared. There's a lot of he hears noises. He gets scared. He runs. That's like a lot of my notes.
Yeah.
But he goes to hide in a room. He looks on the hallway cam and we see a body hanging in the hallway.
Dude, we got Mildred, baby. Here she is.
He realizes, yeah, this is Mildred. And the comments are like, how did you do that? The comments, of course, think that this isn't real.
Mhm.
And then one of the comments says, I just pooped.
Well, they also start telling him that he's gonna die.
The word poop is so funny.
It's like fart.
Like who calls it poop? What is it? Billy Madison, he called the shit poop. Poop. Anyway, I was going to say no, someone sends him a video link and it's someone explaining to him what that symbol was. It was a Hamsa, like an ancient Hamsa. This is also like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, it's a little kid.
And he's like, yeah, well, just so you know, at the end, after he explains it, he's like, I'm a really big fan, you know. I don't think that you deserve to be canceled, da-da-da, and just like shuts off the video.
It's good, but we do find out here that the symbol is to ward off evil.
Right.
That someone probably hung it up in there and it was working until Sean came along and destroyed it.
Yeah, like, whoops, you probably unleashed a spirit that way.
Yeah, and the comments now are all encouraging him to get out of the house and run past Mildred because Mildred's hanging in the hallway now and he needs to get out of the house. Like all the comments are telling me he's got to get out.
Yeah, one of the comments says, this is dumb, I'm going to bed. But they're telling him if she would have attacked you, if she had the power to attack you, she would have already. I mean, she did. She bit his neck.
Yeah.
But they're telling her to run past her. So he does. He does eventually do it. He's not happy about it, but he does. So he goes into the hallway and we can see her hanging on the camera, but not in real life.
I love that. I think it's such a great little, like, what is it called? Like a effect trope?
Maybe a trope, yeah. I've watched so many movies that do that in real time. Actually, the one I just mentioned to you, The Wailing, does that.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it too.
So he keeps holding up the camera, putting it down, holding up the camera, putting it down. Eventually, Mildred pops up with a huge jump scare. It looks like Chrissy's face, but like all gray and white. And she's like, she's dead. She's a ghost. She jumps on his back from this position, like on his shoulders, like she's sitting on his shoulders. She shoves her finger up his nose.
Yeah, she also has like long ass teeth and shit. Like
and long nails.
Yeah, she's gross. Yeah.
He throws her down the stairs eventually.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to find the key that he shoved down that vent. He pulls up a key, but blood starts dripping on his hand. His nose is bleeding.
Yeah. It's a really funny visual too. Her attacking him. It's like, it's violent, but it's also hilarious because he's like fighting with her and she's just, to me, she's just messing with him.
She is. This to me was very Evil Dead.
Very Evil Dead. Yeah. Yeah.
So when he notices the blood is dripping on his hand, his nose is bleeding. He pulls one of her fucking fingernails out of his nose.
Dude, it's so gross.
It's so gross. So that key he pulls up out of the vent, there is a key, but it's not his. It looks old and small. It has a little ribbon tied to it. He doesn't do anything with it. He tries breaking through the window. He can't. Ends up hurting his leg. He hides behind a chair and he's checking the comments, which this is also just so funny to me.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle of this fucking catastrophe and you're like, all right, what does Chad have to say?
Yeah.
But he doesn't have anyone to help him. So
I get it.
Right?
Yeah.
But Chad tells him, use the key to open the box. Obviously that goes to that box. And so I also love that Chad has to be his logic.
Yeah.
There's so many, I don't know, seemingly common sense things. He is in a very high stress situation, but Chat is like directing him through this. So he finds a picture in the box of Mildred and he finds an old wrapped up mummified finger.
Ew.
Disgusting. It's like long and gangly. It has the same like jagged fingernail that Mildred does. He ends up grabbing a rope and he peeks out from behind the chair and we see, this freaked me the fuck out. It reminded me of It Follows. We see a creepy ass, like tall, gangly entity walk across a door frame, like down the hall.
Always freaks me out.
At first I was like, is that Chrissy? But we're going to see what it is by the end of the movie. It's so creepy. So he runs up to the nursery. He tries tying the rope to a bed because he's going to basically like rappel. Is it rappel? Down the side of the house.
I have no idea if that's the word.
I don't know. I think it's rappel. Anyway, he's going to use the rope to climb down the side of the house.
Okay, yes.
But there's something in the fucking bed under the blanket. We just see a lump. Like Toby.
Like Toby.
I shouldn't even say his name because he's sleeping right now.
And it's very cute.
But this thing is settled And then out of nowhere, it just charges at him. It is scary.
And he starts running like frantically. And this whole scene's very like disorienting.
Oh, he books it.
Yeah, he books it. Yeah. But the house is like very much not letting him leave, right?
Right.
Like they're trying to force him to stay
Yeah.
inside the house.
So chat sends him another video at this point, and this one is a professor from Brown, which I don't know what is so funny to me. Like you have like university professors all in on this, but I mean, he has 3.9 million viewers. So she has the translation for the Latin, and he basically said that he will give his soul and forfeit his will. That's why you don't repeat Latin. So then her daughter gets on camera like a child. It pans over, which I thought was interesting, but she gets on camera and she basically tells him, don't let Mildred make you kill yourself. I was like, holy shit.
No, it's super crazy. The child tells Sean that her theory is that the other ghosts in the house are all victims of Mildred's like him.
Yeah.
And that Mildred drove them all crazy, convinced them all to say that chant. And obviously, now they're ghosts.
And then she forces them.
Mm-hmm. And I love that. I just thought it was so funny that the wording they used was Mildred drove them all mad and then convinced them to say the chant. Like, she didn't have to make Sean go mad for him to say the chant.
Right.
He literally said it, in my opinion, for views.
He did. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
He
so, like,
did.
I just think it's funny that all these poor people, these ghosts, were all driven to madness and then said the chant. Meanwhile, all she had to do was be like, well, actually, it's this peace offering thing, and we should just read it. And
he's like, okay.
okay. Like, sure. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, what? Like, Sean, what are you doing?
Yeah. Some people in the chat at this point are like, karma is a bitch. So he does have some of his, I guess, haters in the chat that still don't forgive him for what he did before, which we still haven't fully found out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts kind of giving a little more backstory here. He's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was acquitted, by the way. So you're
Oh.
like, holy shit, this went to court.
He's fully crashing out here.
Yeah, he says, well, someone says, take some responsibility. That dude was homeless. You put their words, not mine, a bum in the hospital. At this point, Sean hears a noise. He moves the cloth. There's like a blanket or something on his lap.
Wild.
He moves the cloth. Mildred's head is right there, and she just goes, guilty, and bites his balls or his crotch area.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. I put Chrissy is chomping on his bits. Ew. Why would I write that?
But you are accurate.
But he runs and jumps out the second story window here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's not worried about the rope anymore. He's getting the fuck out of here. And we see the outside camera that he set up catch the whole thing. He just plops on the fucking ground. Now his leg is really fucked up.
Yeah. He looks rough.
Yeah, he has a huge gash on his leg.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to look. I totally get that feeling. I remember I broke my collarbone. I was like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just tell me what's wrong. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Don't show me what it looks like.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like sticking out, right? Like
My
your
collarbone?
bone.
No.
Okay.
But it was like, but visually, it looked real weird.
Yeah, for sure. So he has a huge gash on his leg, and Chad has to tell him to clean it.
It's so funny too, because he's kind of narrating as he's going. And yes, the chat is like, you should probably clean it. And he's like, oh yeah, good idea. Brings out a little, first aid kit, and he's trying to like clean this gash. We start hearing growling.
Yeah.
Coming from the house. And so Sean starts like crawling, and he's trying to get on his feet. And he started like limping, running around, and he's looking for the spark plug so he can get the car going, right?
I was like, there's no way you're going to find your spark plugs in these woods.
Found them, no problem.
He did.
Not even an issue. He finds them pretty quickly. But then we can hear something like rustling around in the woods. And then when we hear something that sounds almost like screeching. So he keeps looking around. He finds one, then he finds another. And then the screeching is revealed to be this sort of creature, zombie, demon thing.
I wrote little elf creature. Like
It's hard to
Golem.
Gollum. It's hard to describe what he.
Can you tell I've never watched that movie?
You've never seen Lord of the Rings?
No.
Oh, we got to do
I'm
that.
sorry.
We
you know
gonna
how
have
I feel.
to.
You know how I feel about any movie that's like over 2 hours long.
I know. I'm the same way. Listen, the commitment it takes for me to watch a movie all the way through.
Even though a lot of them are really good.
In one sitting, though, you're asking a lot of this gal.
Yeah.
So I feel you. But it's revealed to be this sort of creature, right? So Sean falls back and he runs into what looks like a sheriff or an officer of the law. right?
Yes.
I was a deputy officer. I didn't know
An
because
officer of the law.
we all have different titles.
That's true.
I don't even know what a sheriff is, but there's a sheriff, maybe who knows. Anywho, he's an officer. I love this trope. This is one of my favorite things in horror movies when things are not what they appear to be. So the sheriff right off the hop to me seems very strange. He's kind of looking at Sean and he says, "Are you Sean Ruddy?" And Sean immediately like hugs him in relief because he thinks that someone in the chat called the police for him.
Right.
Because they know where he is now, right? Because he told them.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh my God, I'll never say a bad thing about cops ever again." Like, "Oh my God, like, thank you, thank you." And he starts looking around for the officer's car, right? He's like, "Okay, well, where's your car? We got to get out of here." No car around. Okay, there's no car. There's no vehicle. It's all very quiet and it's just the officer standing there. The officer looks at him and he's kind of staring and he's like, I've been really enjoying the show tonight. Dude, this catches Sean completely off guard.
Yeah.
And he goes from relief to like, wait, what? Like, what? Wait, well, hold on a second. What?
Right.
So the officer then goes on to say that he doesn't like when Sean hurts people.
Oh.
Sean pleads for him for a second and straight up, I loved this. He pleads for him a second and then he's like, whatever, kicks the officer in the nuts, grabs like a rock or something, smashes it over the guy's head and then takes off running.
And he goes, "Bitch." And then he goes, "Strike." He knows that it's a strike on his fucking stream.
It's a strike.
Because the officer's voice also started changing a little bit.
Yeah.
And
it was the same like it's like Mildred. It had this sort of uncanny
growling.
And there's that, like, I'm a huge fan of like that kind of distorted reality in horror movies where something's a loop or like something's like you try to get out of a house and the door keeps opening and you keep ending up in the same place. I get the same vibe from this officer. It's like you're something that should be safe and helpful is actually not at all.
Right.
You know?
So Sean runs into his own car. He can't drive it. He can't turn it on, but he can get into the car. He duct tapes a GoPro onto a Slim Jim.
Yeah, the best is that he grabs a snow brush as a weapon at first.
Oh, yeah. A Slim Jim or other meat stick product.
Dude, I thought it was a great makeshift little selfie stick.
Yeah, he sticks it out the car window. Like he just cracks it a little bit. So now we can see the sheriff convulsing on the ground.
Yikes.
It's so freaky.
It's really freaky.
And chat is telling him that's no cop. And they found this old timey picture of him. I don't know if they ever confirm who it is, but I was thinking it's Lars.
Oh, maybe it's Lars. I love that. I like that theory.
He had a big old timey mustache.
Sure did.
So now chat sends a video of someone's grandma. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Hetty. And she is the one we find out in this video. She is the one that created that Hamsa many years ago.
She lived in the Pratt house as a nanny.
And then it sounds like her grandson is filming her. And then he tells her on the video, well, he destroyed it. And she goes, "Oh shit, he's gonna die." And then he's like, "Well, can you tell him how to make a new one?" Sean is swiping over, watching the cop outside at the same time, who's now rising up and like walking on his knees, almost zombie-like.
Yeah.
Back to the old lady, he swipes to that video. She's telling him how, but she's talking too slow, so he puts her in 2 times speed.
Yes. And she's all like, her voice now is all high pitched and like going really, really fast.
Yeah. She tells him that all rituals require a sacrifice of flesh. And then there's a huge bang on the car, and Sean finds his tater gun.
Yeah.
Or is that what it's called?
A potato gun.
Potato gun. Why did I say tater?
I have no idea.
You want to know why?
But when you said it, I was like, okay.
Maybe he says that in the movie. I don't know, but I wrote tater.
Tater.
And
ooh, potatoes are so good. Like, dude, I just got the taste of fries in my mouth when you said tater. I thought tater tots, and then it morphed into French fries.
I'm hungry.
Damn, me too.
Okay. So he puts one of his own bobbleheads. That's definitely a merch item of himself. I don't know why he has all this in his car, but whatever. It's like seems like one of those things you just throw in the back seat.
He's also a DIY dude. Like, I mean, listen, as much of a douchebag as he is, his setup, his like everything that he's doing, that requires so much work and so much knowledge. And like, I have to hand it to him. He is pretty resourceful.
Oh, I respect the hustle.
That's it. I respect the hustle, even though he's a complete douchebag.
So he puts this bobblehead of himself into the potato gun, okay? The demon creature, zombie, whatever the fuck the sheriff is now, he busts through the car window. He looks like a full zombie here to me.
Zombie to me. Yeah, that's what I wrote too. Yeah.
He knocks Sean out of the car onto the ground. There's a little bit of a struggle.
Uh-huh.
Sean shoots him with a potato gun. I kept writing tater gun, so he must call it that in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So there's a hole now through the zombie, and the potato gun is positioned right where it created the hole. The zombie starts falling forward, and Sean is like, no, 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 no. And we're getting like a side camera view of Sean as he's holding the potato gun, and the zombie's body is sliding
Oh,
down.
it's so great.
It's the potato gun's going through his body, and his slimy face is getting closer and closer to Sean. I loved this.
Okay, so speaking to the actual monster design, so Troy Larson was our monster creator, and our special effects makeup artist was Michaela Kester. Now, we know that this had a very, very, very small budget. I read an interview from Paste Magazine with Joseph and Vanessa, and they talk about, how they had such a small budget. Deadstream was very minimal, right? A lot of it was actually paid for on credit cards.
Okay.
Their Some of the crew's parents were like the producers' mothers and dads were involved. Like it was all hands on deck. So when it comes to effects, we know that shit is expensive. Most of the time, the makeup is usually a big, huge, fat chunk of the budget, right? So they knew that they weren't able to give Troy Larson very much money to create these creatures, right? So they kind of gave him the script and they were like, this is a wish list of the gags that we want, right? And they were like, but we're leaving it to you. Tell us what's reasonable, what isn't. And basically, Troy came back and said, I don't want to cut any of this stuff. Like all these creatures are all too great. He wanted to do all of them. And so there's a strategy in that, right? And he talks about how they worked together to sort of execute this and bring these creatures to life. And it's interesting because with such a small budget, you would think that the creatures wouldn't be as effective, but they are fantastic. Like they're done really, really well. And Joseph talks about how for Troy, it was worth it to go above and beyond because he knew that this was a good showcase for him.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like that thing where like, I don't want to say you use your friends, but
Everyone is invested and everyone is working toward the same goal.
exactly, like to find partners in an industry at the same time so you can come together with your resources collectively
Right.
and help each other to make the best thing possible, right? And Vanessa also goes on about Michaela Kester being a huge horror nerd. And she, I love this. She had this idea, like, I really want to use this, like, stretchy black goo. I really want to use this somehow. And we'll see Mildred, that gross black goo is on Mildred in certain parts of the film quite often. And so basically the point I'm making is this was an all hands on deck. And when they were designing these characters like Mildred and all of that, so many things kind of went into creating it because they had such a low budget.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love when it's like an actual group project where everyone's like, no, we are going to, it's like when we sit down to record, it's like, no, we are going to get this done.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water, we are going to figure this out. And I just love that. And makeup specifically, prosthetics, they add so much. There's no CG.
Oh, you already know we love that shit.
Dude, there's no CG.
Yeah.
I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and their passion shows through.
Yes, and I feel like it's so important to like talk about that because
Absolutely.
huge part of the film, right?
Yeah. So now in all this commotion with the zombie and the potato gun and all that, the tablet broke.
Oh boy.
So Sean cannot read the chat anymore, and they were really guiding him through a lot of this.
And he looks rough right now, man.
Yeah.
Like real rough.
Yeah. He doesn't even know if he's still streaming anymore.
I know, and he's like kind of like is silently sobbing here.
Yeah.
He's sure that he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be remembered as a douchebag.
Yeah, he's back in his car saying all this out loud. You know, this was supposed to be to repair his image and
oh my God, he calls Mildred a C. He doesn't say the word. He just says he calls her a C.
oh my gosh, that you just made it click in my brain. When he said that, I didn't understand. He's like, she's such a C. I thought he was saying like, I don't know, A, B, C, like she's a C tier. Like
that's funny. I'm pretty sure he means something else.
Correct.
He does apologize to God as well here.
He's going through all of the fucking stages of acceptance or grief or whatever.
No, exactly.
Oh wait, acceptance is a stage of grief, right?
It's the end.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it
well,
like?
Shit.
I can't remember all of them.
Yeah. So he still has Mildred's poetry book here.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts looking through it because he wants to write a note, like basically a goodbye note.
Mm-hmm.
and he finds a poem about the pond water.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, wait a minute, the pond water. The pond water is still. Her fiance Lars was a publisher. Oh my gosh, she's just like me. She wants an audience. And so
Yes.
he's starting to put it together. And he realizes that she might not be collecting souls for a family. She's collecting souls to create an audience.
Yes, she is. I
For her
love that
poems.
he equates it. He equates it to content creation.
Yeah.
I love it.
And he goes, what could hurt someone like me? A copy strike. He's been talking about strikes. That's why he's not saying the swear words or trying not to.
Okay, but I actually think it's clever.
It is.
Like it's like us when we relate things to wrestling.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
our wrestling brain takes over and we equate things to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat.
So he wants to get her a copyright strike, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically wants to do this unholy, I forgot to mention, something else fell out of her poem book.
Yeah.
And it's like a flyer that is this unholy hand of power ritual.
Did you call it a flyer?
Yeah. That's what I kept writing that it was. A pamphlet? I don't know. What would you call it? A flyer, like it's for an event. Come to this unholy hand of power ritual.
It reminded me of. I thought it was more of like
A page from a book.
a page from a spell book or
Oh
something.
yeah, that's probably more accurate.
And it's like the unholy hand of power, and it says influence others with the power of your word.
So he's realizing maybe Mildred did this to sell her soul.
Right.
He likens it to when he got demonetized. A video got demonetized and the Beach Boys claimed his revenue from a video because he used Surfin' USA. And then he goes, let's demonetize this bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, I popped huge.
Me
for
too.
It.
It was such a good line.
It was very clever. I loved it. Mm-hmm.
So now he's barging back in the house. He grabs
He has got gusto now.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has motivation.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs a fire poker.
He grabs a broomstick.
Oh, it's a broomstick.
He grabs a fire poker, puts it down, and grabs a broomstick.
I said that so well, he does, right?
I
Okay.
rewound it.
Okay.
Because I saw him pick up the fire poker, and I was like, wait, where is it? And I realized he picked up a broom.
That would have been where I wrote my notes, looked up and went, it's still a fire poker. He duct tapes his silver dagger that his mom gave him
Mm-hmm.
to the tip and rubs some garlic on it. Like he's doing everything.
Doing all of the things, every single thing you learn in a horror movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He takes one of those used needles, gross, and puts holy water in it, a syringe.
Syringe. Yeah.
He grabs that giant cleaver off the kitchen wall from earlier and he calls out to Mildred.
Mm.
He says, I understand why you do the things you do, but in the words of my manager, you've taken things too far.
I loved that.
Me too. We see Mildred or someone's legs. I don't know. As he's walking out of the room, we see legs go up into the ceiling.
Mildred, it's gotta be.
It has to be Mildred, or
Yeah.
it could be one of her. I don't know. It was like it was just bare legs. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it probably is Mildred. So he checks his laptop. He is still streaming. He gets back to the headquarters and he's so excited that he's still streaming. And one of the comments is like, this is fake as fuck, but we're still watching.
Mm-hmm.
Someone does translate the words from the flyer that he found for him. So now he knows what to say in English.
I love that you keep calling it a flyer.
I do. That's what I kept writing, a flyer. I'm sorry. The page.
Like
the
we're
spell
going to a
page.
pro wrestling show or something.
I know. Maybe it's because I have a show tonight. Real time, I have a show tonight, by the way. And this-
Insane. Okay, can I also say that one of the commenters asked if Sean is the final girl?
Oh, yeah. So now he starts drawing on chalk. He starts drawing on the floor in chalk.
Mm-hmm.
He starts giving what sounds like a genuine apology to the camera at this point.
Yes.
He's like, I really am sorry to anyone that I hurt from my stunts. I shouldn't have paid a homeless man to fight me. So now we're learning what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He apologizes for the smuggling across the border video, saying that it was racially insensitive.
Yep.
He is still out of touch.
I was going to say, like, he's trying to apologize, but he's still so offensive.
Right. He's like, I'd like to dedicate this video to the blacks and the Mexicans. This one's for you. And I was like, holy fuck.
So offensive.
So it's like he has good intentions, but he still misses the mark.
He's being sincere, exactly, but not hitting the mark at all.
Right.
Like, I think it's coming from a sliver of sincerity.
Right.
However, still horrible.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts a GoPro on the tip of the spear now, and he called it like the spear cam or something.
Mm-hmm.
He calls out to Mildred again.
I really, sorry, I just have to pop in really quick.
Please do.
I love the POV here because it reminds me of video games.
Yeah.
Like, it reminded me of like Perfect Dark, you know? Or
I was
like
going to say 007.
007, like when you get stuck with a
GoldenEye.
stuck with like a shitty handheld weapon when you need like something.
Did you ever play Turok? on the
Yeah.
64?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We used to play that a lot too.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at your 64 like, I want to play it.
Oh, it's fun.
So he calls out to Mildred again.
Oh, and he also starts playing the music.
Yes, of course. You got to, right?
That's right, right.
It's
So theatrical.
You want people to go buy it on iTunes, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Mildred doesn't show up. But when he starts reading her poems, which is a good strategy, he starts going, some of these are pretty good. Not. And you can hear like a hissing in the background, which would be Mildred. He's taunting her.
Yeah.
Now he goes into the nursery. There are 2 of the clown dolls there sitting in this fucking rocking chair, which pisses me off.
Yikes.
And there's what looks like a little boy sitting on the bed.
He tries to make an alliance with the dead children's spirits here.
He's sitting away crying, so we don't see what he looks like.
Right. And he's like trying to like form some sort of alliance with them, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, "Oh, hey,
I love that you say them because it is with them. We're gonna
boy.
find out.
Oh boy, man. When that kid turns around, not only is he clearly dead, but there is like a creature coming out of that kid's body.
Like
or
he has a conjoined twin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's laughing like this.
So scary.
Which just freaks me out even more. So now, of course, Sean is scared and runs like a lot of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's by the spot where Mildred was hanging. And they're both taunting each other.
Mhm.
Like Sean's like, come and get me, Mildred. And she's like, no, you come get me.
It's great.
Yeah. And then in the camera, he sees Corner Man. Not in real life, only in the camera. So he turns around and he starts stabbing in the area to something invisible.
Yes.
And it sounds like he gets him.
Uh-huh.
But then Corner Man takes the fucking spear from him. I was like, come on, Sean.
I know, right? I love that the ghosts can physically grab things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he takes the spear. And now we see Sean on the spear cam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you dummy. So Sean locks himself in the bathroom here.
Okay, he also mentions garlic doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to try everything. Just throw everything at the wall, right? So Mildred is knocking on the door here, banging on the door, really. And she's trying to play to his sympathy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, she switches gears here.
She's like, you hurt me real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, that's not going to work. But suddenly the lights go out.
Okay, but he also tries to convince her that he has access to the internet and can basically make her famous.
Like trying to, don't worry, I can get you an audience.
Mm-hmm.
So when the lights go out, we hear the door creak open, which is so scary.
Dude.
And she says, Sean, I want you to meet someone.
Nope.
There is a long pause here in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
When the lights turn on,
Mm-hmm.
we see just Sean's face up close and his eyes are completely whited out, like that milky, dead look, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's in the bathtub in that disgusting black water. This would send me.
It's so.
I would shoot through the fucking roof like a cartoon.
No. Dude, like the thought of getting any of that water in any cut, or imagine not having clothes on in that. Just think about it.
I did not think you said cut. I
mean,
was like,
I
damn.
mean both though, dude. That's terrifying.
Holy shit.
Yo, it's crazy.
But yes, he's in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of fights it, but then he goes, it feels so good. So he's being possessed and is also fighting it at the same time.
In like a trance or something like
Right.
that. Because his eyes are like that milky, almost like dead
right.
look, right?
Yeah. So then he takes a fucking eyeball out of the water and eats it. And he is enjoying this thing.
Ew. I mean, in real life, Joseph describes the eyeball tasting like if someone took a handful of gummy worms, mashed them up, melted them in the sun, set them in a dry cellar for 3 months, and then put them in my mouth.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least they tasted kind of like gummy worms.
Kind of. I
Maybe?
mean, some stale ass
Ugh.
gummy worms, but they
It's-
look cool.
They do look really cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's fighting this. He's like, Mildred, no. And then he's going, the pond water is still. So he's fighting back and forth with the possession.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes headfirst into the water. And it's almost like Mildred is dunking him into the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
He keeps coming out and yelling at Mildred. No, Mildred, I am the influencer, is what he says.
So good.
Finally, it seems like it's stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pause. And then a decaying arm shoots out of the tub and grabs Sean by the throat.
Mm-hmm.
This crazy looking bloated man comes out of the water. Sean stabs him with the holy water syringe.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Explodes.
Just everywhere.
It
Okay.
looks like baby puke.
It looks like pus.
It's so nasty.
Ugh. It's so funny because Sean gets really cocky here. He's like, yeah, he says garlic might not work on ghosts, but if there's one thing movies taught me, it's that holy water. And then that's when the head explodes.
So good.
And it just pauses on his face.
Oh, because it's right when he says, holy water will, and then it
Yep.
explodes. It's great.
And we just get that look of the pus or whatever the fuck, baby puke all over his face. It's so disgusting. He's just frozen in shock.
That's where you were saying it's very Evil Dead.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
so much of this, I'm like, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
got it.
Mhm,
So he throws Mildred's book of poems in the hallway. And then the camera sees that it's moving, or he sees in the camera that it's moving a little bit.
mhm.
So he goes out into the hallway with the cleaver and tries chopping where she would be with her arm.
Yeah.
He misses. She's too smart for that. Come on. She jumps down onto him from the ceiling.
That was a jump scare for me.
Yeah.
Every time you see her, she looks different and more wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he finally grabs the cleaver again and sinks it into her head. So
she collapses.
Yeah.
And then he sticks the GoPro on her head and he calls the camera Mildred.
Yeah.
And it's actually such a great idea.
It
Because
is.
now he knows where she is at all times, right?
Exactly.
He starts to crawl away. Yo, he looks so messed up now. Like his eyes closed.
Yeah.
He looks very messed up. But Mildred gets up and now we're in the Mildred camp.
And she picks up the tape recorder here and she starts playing the creepy music to go find him.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. She sees, I don't know why this was so fucking funny. I mean, I do know why,
Mhm.
but she goes into the headquarters. She sees his legs sticking out from behind the desk.
Smart. I thought this was so clever.
She goes around the corner. It's just his fucking pants.
Yes.
And he jumps out of the closet pantsless and goes, surprise, bitch, and hits her with a wooden chair.
I thought that was so clever on his part.
It was so clever. And also, how did you do that so fast? But here, he ends up duct taping her to the floor in the center of his Hamsa, or I think it's a Hamsa, right, that he drew, or a pentagram or something.
I think so for sure, which is exactly what he said earlier. Always have duct tape on you because that shit works in a pinch.
Yep. He
Mhm.
duct tape all her limbs to the floor and starts saying the prayer now in English
Mhm.
as he's like jumping. It is a Hamsa because he's jumping to like each finger, right?
Yeah.
And so she just laughs. It looks like it's going to work. Like it's this big moment. Like, I got you.
Yeah.
She just laughs, gets up and punches him square in the face. I think this is where his eyes swell shut.
And then she sticks her finger up his nose again.
Like, why is she obsessed with doing that? I don't think it goes anywhere after that, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. So, I mean, we can speculate by what happens in the end, but she gets on top of him, starts slapping the shit out of him, sprays him in the face with something, starts waterboarding him with his own piss bucket.
I was losing it.
Me too.
Losing it.
This is where I finally wrote, this is so Evil Dead too, but really it's in so much of the movie.
Yeah.
He ends up pinning her leg down, like, there's a struggle. He ends up pinning her leg down with the cinder block that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is just trying to like crawl away. He falls down the stairs trying to get away from her.
Mm-hmm.
He's crawling away saying it's over. She won.
Ew,
Wait.
and she like contorts herself too, dude. Like her body like contorts and she starts like crawling and it's so I think it's the creepiest part of the movie is when people, especially when people start crawling around like that, all weird and contorted. Oof.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
He finds that finger again, that mummified finger from
Mhm.
earlier, because he's
Mhm.
now in the main floor.
Yeah, because he's confused. He doesn't understand why the ritual didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the comments is like, anyone else still think Chrissy's hot? One says, bye, Felicia. One says, I hope you die. One says, I'm sleepy. Keep it real, loves. Imagine you are getting your ass fucking dragged by a ghost. You're about to die. And someone is like, I'm bored. Good night. In chat.
Oh, I'd be horrified.
I would come and haunt that person if I died.
No, for sure. And I'm assuming like the fingers up his nose, it's really just to drive him to figure out that he needed the finger.
You think so?
I think so.
You think she wants him to know?
No, I think she was messing with him, but I think that's he
Oh.
just pieced together.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, or
He
like
put it together.
Maybe, or there's like foreshadowing to it or something like that. I don't think there's like a deep meaning to it other than it's like messing with
I think,
him.
yeah, I think she's fucking with him.
But you could piece that together.
I was also thinking maybe, well, we'll get to the end and then I'll say what I was thinking.
Mhm.
So by this finger, he looks at it and he remembers the old lady said, you need a sacrifice of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So this must have been Mildred's sacrifice of flesh. She chopped off her own finger when she did the ritual.
Right.
So now he's saying the ritual again. This time he chops his own finger off with the cleaver.
Yikes.
Mildred is about to get to him, of course. It's much more dramatic than that as it's happening. But
sure.
Mildred ends up getting sucked down into the cellar. And then there's this burping sound and an explosion of blood. This is what I think would have been why the room looked like it was covered in blood earlier, because this must have happened to her before.
I
Right?
love that. Yeah.
And so he duct tapes his finger shut,
Yeah.
and now he is addressing chat.
And he's like laughing. He's so like proud of himself. He survived.
He has an outro song that he plays.
Yep.
It's very triumphant.
He mentions that his leg is definitely broken.
He says, we beat this house. He thanks the fans. He says, I told you, like, I'm the most cinematic streamer. I'm once again the #1 live streamer. And then when he puts his hand up to say #1, that fucking mummified finger is attached to his body. That was the Mildred's, right?
I think so.
I think so. Like with the duct tape. He didn't put it there.
Yeah.
And he notices it. And then we hear mama in the background. All the fucking ghost, demon children, whoever are surrounding him. We get to see all of them up close now, which I loved. I wanted to see what that tall, creepy entity was.
Yeah.
So creepy.
Yeah.
He's crawling to the main door. He opens it, and that fucking elf creature from outside is there with the final jump scare, and then the stream signal is lost. The end.
Dude. Deadstream.
Okay, so I was thinking, was her, I don't think this is it. I think she was just fucking with him. But I was like, maybe her shoving her finger up his nose so much was like trying to possess him. Like trying to like, crawl into his body like we see sometimes, you know, in movies. I don't think so. I think she was just fucking with him.
So one little thing I just wanted to touch on, I think it was during the AMA that I was reading, I want to say. But Joseph basically, somebody asked about like, why did you do found footage or where was the idea and da 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 da. I'm going to paraphrase this. So basically he says, what is a single location story that we could tell by ourselves and no one can stop us? And that's what got them down the found footage path.
Hell yeah.
Because it keeps the budget low. And it was just that one line of, you know, what can we do by ourselves and no one can stop us?
I feel that so hard.
Me too. I was like so motivated when I read that.
Me too. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of hell, I looked into what else Joseph and Vanessa Winter have done.
Yeah.
When I finished this movie for the first time, before looking into any of it, when I watched it probably in 2022, I was so surprised to find that Joseph Winter wasn't in more because he's so good.
Yeah, he's great.
He plays this role so excellent. And so I noticed that they have all worked together before, Joseph and Vanessa, obviously, and Melanie Stone, because Joseph and Vanessa Winter directed To Hell and Back in the VHS 99 anthology.
Yes, and it's great.
And Joseph and Melanie are also in it as actors.
Dude, I really love that installment.
Me too.
Yeah, I love the VHS franchise in general, but I really liked that one.
Yeah, me too. Hell yeah. Let us know what you thought about this movie, this episode. It combines two of my favorite things, streaming and horror.
Heck yeah. I feel like this was definitely your type of movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Chainsaw Girls Pod. You can also watch on YouTube. You might already be watching on YouTube at Chainsaw Girls Pod. But before we get to our Patreon extended, I wanted to mention, we wanted to mention that we are going to be at Triangle TerraCon in Durham, North Carolina on September 26th. Dude. You gotta come see us. We're gonna be signing. Not only are we signing, but we're also doing a panel. We are hosting a panel with Nathan from Behind the Mask, the Leslie Vernon story.
I am so excited to meet him, and I'm so excited to do the con.
We covered that movie before, so if you haven't watched that episode, it's a great time to catch up on it.
Yes.
We are so pumped, and we hope to see you there.
Yes, come and see us. We also shout out our top tier patrons.
And we're going to do that right now.
Here we go. Jeremy M., John M., David G. We got another John M in the house. We got a Jonathan W, Rob V, David T, Heather D, Franchise Driller, aka Ryan. We've got Millie C, Adrian G, Chris S, Alexis T, Adam V L, and James C. Thank you so much for being our top tier patrons. We love you to the moon and back.
Okay, bye.